Greetings, children. I'm sitting here with the one Mr. Malcolm Tyler, of course the genius mind behind the Mr. Tyler's Neighborhood album, who will be releasing a new full-length album soon, coming out on Trash Can Music. So, Mr. Tyler, thank you for being with us. What can you tell us about your new album? The title, perhaps, and what's it?
The new album is Mr. Tyler's Neighborhood on Headed Stepchild, full-length album, and it's coming out soon. We're making a lot of progress right now. It's going to be coming out maybe in a few months or so, a couple months, and it's going to have way more tracks than the last one. It's going to have like 18 or 20 tracks.
What's the vibe like on this one? What can people expect from it?
It's going to be a more pissed off album than the last one. It's going to just be like relentless, you know, from start to finish. A few more skits than the last one, and some more hip hop oriented album, as opposed to the last one was more like children's music with like singing over the children's music, but it was two songs where I rap, and now like every song is hip hop, and we're gonna have like a lot more guest rappers on it too.
Okay. Who are the guest rappers?
Yeah, the confirmed guest rappers are some newcomers, like some LA rappers. We're gonna have Shrooms, Sin, S-I-N, Dap, Genius J from White Boys with Attitude, Genius J, Jay Burns, and Triple C, Big Tone, Scribble, and a few more surprise guest artists, Secret Weapons, and of course a rapper called Nameless.
That sounds like an interesting name. So, who is producing the album?
Jay Burns, and he's doing an awesome job so far.
All the production will be handled by him?
All production. I'm doing like the co-producing, you know, with all the arrangements of the songs and everything, and I made like one beat, but he's done most of the production. And we go way back like 10 years. We went to high school together, so it's not just like I'm getting anybody. He's producing White Boys with Attitude right now, so check them out. They have a music video.
Somewhere in LA.
Yeah, but the stuff he produces for me is like more underground, horrorcore, morbid children's music, and it's really demented kind of stuff.
What would you say some of the influences, if any, were for this type of music you're creating?
Probably like grave diggers and stuff like that, like the East Coast hip hop, and just shock rock. You can kind of classify this as shock rock too. You know, if you go in the CD store and the album covers, it's like, what the fuck is this? This is like Cannibal Corpse death metal, but it doesn't sound like that. But just that shocking aspect of it.
For someone who's never heard your music before, it's very different. Where do you think that your original style comes from?
Just from, I mean, growing up too, because we grew up like a harsh environment. I'm gonna share some experiences like that on the album too, and just being like surrounded by like a lot of mental illness, and you know, I mean, if you ever see my dad, he's you're neither here nor there. You're nothing but a moist tube sucking up space, you know. So I mean, I come in the house like at night and I hear that every day, as opposed to like, I don't know what a normal kid hears, like, hey, how's the baseball team going, son? I don't know. I mean, what was the question again? Like, how the influence from the CD? Or?
Yeah, just, you know, what do you think caused you to create this style of very different music?
Yeah, I mean, like, I just wanted to add that you need this CD in your CD collection, because it's going to be this inexorable energy that you hear from it. I mean, I listened to the first album the other day, and I was just like, I created it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, because it's not going to get old. It's going to stay. It's going to stay in your CD player in rotation. So you need to support this. And first album, Death Children Music, is for sale too.
And where can they purchase that?
Yeah, and I'm signed to Trash Can Music Productions. So go to that webpage, trashcanmusicproductions.com, and cdbaby.com.
Can they hear samples of the music now?
Yeah, on CD Baby you can hear the samples, and iTunes. It's on iTunes too, MP3s. And the new CD is going to be on there as well.
Okay, and you also handle most of the art direction for your projects as a accomplished artist as well. So how is the album cover for the new going, and what's your inspiration behind the artwork that complements the album, if you will?
Yeah, I mean, like the last album, it was finished before I even started on the album cover, but it fit the music really well. And this one's gonna do the same with the. I mean, I'm using the same material, same size paper, and the same medium as the last one. You know, it's gonna have the logo with the really chaotic, real violent, all kinds of frenzy going on. You know, and it's pretty exciting. I mean, I've made some progress so far. It's a bunch of people pulling some kids off a cliff, fucking tug of war scene, you know.
Which is also a song on the album.
Yeah, tug of war is gonna be like the first track we're gonna make a music video soon.
Okay, so that's looking forward to.
Yeah, the album cover is gonna be like dynamic colors and a lot of you know, it's gonna be like eye catching if you see it.
And you also have comics out for sale.
Yeah, comics
People
for
are
like
so interesting.
$1 piece. If you see me, comics are like $1 piece, but it's gonna have some familiar characters from like Radney on the album cover, Papa Banjo Grind, and some portraits thrown in there too, like mixed comics with portraits in the album cover, such as an example, Mr. Rogers getting crucified on an upside down cross on a mountain.
That'll be worth the price of purchase right there.
Yeah.
So can we look forward to any other merchandise in the future along with the album? Perhaps a t-shirt or a
I'd like to make
poster?
shirts. I'm down to do all that, but look for some live shows and be posting something about that soon. But so far we haven't had any shows. But we're gonna start playing live and selling CDs and everything. Make some shows with like White Boys with Attitude.
So the CD should be out sometime in the next couple months?
Yeah, I mean we have to finish going to the studio. I'd also like to add that I went in recorded like 4 tracks in the Earth Capital Studios in downtown LA, recorded by Alex Estrada, and that was 4 tracks, including like Tug of War and intros on the swing set, and like the songs with just me, and then I go off like a 2-minute flow, whatever like that, you know. But we're gonna go back in the studio with all the guest performances too soon, so maybe like 4 or 5 songs at a time, and then we have more skits on this new one, and it's really crazy.
So what can we expect next in the future from Mr. Tyler, in addition to, of course, the CD?
Oh yeah, like after this one, like expect a full length Mouty Mal album, and then I'll touch on like that's gonna have everything, not just like.
This is a different rap persona as opposed to the Mr. Tyler.
Yeah, like Mr. Tyler stuff is like more pissed off and it represents my animosity towards like humanity in general, and then the eradication of mankind and the destruction of children before they grow up and to be full-grown adults. You know, just people like taking advantage of people, like killing people to get to the top. And the new album, Mouty Mal, full-length album, is going to be more philosophical, and you know, you're gonna go on different topics and stuff. Right now, I can stick to one topic. I have a Christmas song, and I have like also a deathcore diss, and that's a genre of music that they just burned it into the ground. I'm gonna express my hatred towards that.
So basically
Yeah.
exploration of different themes through different rap personas, if you will.
Yeah, and then like some more Malcolm Tyler stuff, the metal stuff, and we also had some metal influenced tracks on this new Mr. Tyler, such as like double bass, kick drums, and metal in the music.
Because you grew up with a lot of metal in addition to hip hop.
Yeah, and then also being in bands like death metal band, grindcore, stuff like that. And I'm gonna play like acoustic guitar on this one track called Mr. Pig Loves Kids.
Yeah,
Children's beat with the
I remember you
acoustic.
played the banjo on the original album.
Yeah. So
the-
kind of where that took off, you know. But I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this for like 10 years with all the guest rappers and everything, and not just me, but like a whole family. Because like I work at the store and we